Hey everybody, ZoomZike here, and welcome to my second Let's Play. Unless you don't know what the name is right now, because it's you probably saw in the title, unless you're either blind, or you had a blindfold on because you were playing some kind of pin the tail on the donkey sort of game at your friend's house, and then you accidentally got the mouse, and then you accidentally typed in some stuff, and then you accidentally clicked this video, in which that would be understandable. But we are playing Vexx, which is one of my childhood games, and when I was saying my top 3 favorite games, I cannot believe I forgot this one. This is my childhood. I played this along with Super Mario Sunshine. It's one of my favorite 3D platformers, that's what this game is. And just letting you guys know that this Let's Play will be done live commentary. Most of mine will be done in live commentary, probably every single one from now on, since for Sonic Generations, I wasn't getting the excitement or enthusiasm that I thought I would have, because the reactions, they weren't really, genuine, because I already knew what was coming up, if I was going to have an epic fail or not, and it just didn't feel right. So most of my Let's Plays, or basically all of them, are going to be live commentary, and that little dude right there that has the Wolverine claws, he's Vexx, if you probably guessed that. I'm sorry, I'm underestimating you guys. Who knows, maybe all of you played this game. But we're going to start a new game, and I'm playing this on the GameCube. I think it's for the GameCube and PlayStation 2? I think. And now we're going to overwrite something. Should we overwrite one of the empties or one of the games? Oh no, there's no hearts. And Wraithearts are basically stars in this game if you want to compare it to Super Mario 64. So, get ready. We're going to start Vexx's. There's like a couple minutes worth of cutscene here. So if you want to skip that, just, yeah, maybe annotation, not sure. But just skip. Just find it where it ends. I'm sorry. You're on your own. You must go out into. Okay, I'm gonna start it.
Ours was a sin of pride. Blinded by our ambition, we opened a door better left closed and loosed hell upon Astora. Though 700 years have passed, to my lasting sorrow, the terror continues. It began anew when the shadow wraiths descended on the peaceful village of Overwood. Dark Yabu and his shadow minions drove the defenseless villagers before them, save the aging guardian of Overwood, Vargas, and his grandson, Vexx. Defiant but outnumbered, Vargas and Vexx could not stand against Yabu's dark power, and were bound in chains with the others. They were forced to toil in the labyrinth of tunnels surrounding their village. Slaves. Beaten by word and whip, Vexx endured until his rage became unbearable. He lashed out, attacking his oppressors, but was stopped by the very shadows that answer Yabu's call. Vexx would have died then, were it not for the sacrifice of his grandfather. Enraged, Yabu turned his powers on Vargas and showed no mercy. After nightfall, vowing revenge, Vexx escaped the caves and made his way into the heart of Yabu's windship, intent upon destroying the Wraith. Fate, however, would grant him not revenge, but fortune. The legendary Astani war talons. Unable to destroy the powerful artifact, Dark Yabu had hidden them away for years, fearful that they might fall into enemy hands. Screamed as the talons bound themselves to him forever, and his fate to that of all Astora.
Your journey has only just begun. We have waited an eternity for one who proceeds with the land and not the eye. The mark of your grandfather's with happiness lies heavily upon you. A part of you is linked to heaven, even in death. As Yabu Vargas deemed your grandfather unfit for the mercy of eternal peace. Yet he imprisoned his heart, which could never be held captive in life. Your grandfather's message is trapped of Dark Yabu's amulet, where Yabu will feed the monsters and fear until Vargas is no more. But if you learn our ways, the potential to see him is in your hands. We grant you a knowledge and experience of all of the guardians who have borne us over through ages. We can help you to unlock the doors of your own perception so that you may avenge your grandfather and redeem him from his plight.
Okay, now, hold on while I adjust my microphone. Okay, now, if you think about it, this is kind of sad. Vexx kind of screwed over his entire race. He blew up the ship, which likely either annihilated them, or I think it said that Yabu, who's the main bad guy of this whole game, by the way, destroyed the village. And Vexx, he tried encountering an enemy. He was about to get killed, but then his grandfather got killed because of it. And this is like a 5-minute tutorial, which we are not going to go through. You just click Quit Dream, and then there's another cutscene right after this.
Ah, back among the living, I see. You're a stout one, aren't you? When I found you, I thought you dead, so I brought you here. This chamber is where the past Talon bearers are entombed. Cursed things nearly cut my hands off as I carried you here. Yabu destroyed the village. Everyone is gone except you and old Darby. I'd love to get my hands on that soul-sucking monster, but old Darby can't see so good no more. But you could stop him before he opens the door to his world. You could get to the Landspire before it's too late. If he opens the rift again, those demons will destroy what little remains of Astara, and all of us with it. Then there'll be nothing to stop the Wraiths from using the rift to destroy other worlds. It'll have to be you, my boy. Darby can't go with you, but I know an old trick. I can talk to you like this. Head on outside. I can get you started on your way.
Breaking the fourth wall like such a boss. Did you see how he broke the fourth wall? He's like, I can talk to you like this. He points down, and Vexx is like, what are you pointing at? Anyways, since we did skip the tutorial, I think it's fair enough for me to do an abridged version of what the tutorial controls are. So instead of waiting 4 minutes, this is going to be 40-second tutorial. Don't quote me on that. Press A to jump, press B, B, B to do a combo, press B, B, B slower and hold it to make a shockwave. Press B, 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 and then press B again without holding it to do like a sort of uppercut like that. Hold L and press B to do an uppercut. Hold L and press A to do a move that's completely vertical, like a high jump. Run, hit L, then A to do a long jump, kind of like in Super Mario 64. And let's see, is there anything else here? Press A, then press B to do an upper kick in midair if you need like a double jump, sort of. And if there's water, you can hold R and you're able to go underwater much easier. And there's another combo where if you press B really, really fast, then you will just completely like and just annihilate your enemy, which is gonna happen soon. We're gonna go meet that guy outside. Now, see that tutorial? That was like 42 seconds. Yeah, you guys can count if you want to.
Welcome to Timberdale, Vexx. Scattered throughout this land, there are 4 precious Wraithearts. You must collect them to power up the central gate and progress to the next land. The first Wraitheart is found here. You must traverse to the top of the giant tree to collect it. Vexx, collect one of the Wraithearts, and I'll meet you on the other side of the central gate. Good luck, my friend.
Good luck indeed, and that is probably one of the last cutscenes. Actually, I think there's one more cutscene, but oh, listen to the music. Oh man, that's just beautiful, beautiful. And you can't feel it, but whenever you're next to a Wraitheart, this is what they look like. My controller will rumble, so I'll know whenever I'm right next to one, like if it's right under me, or I don't know. These are basically like the coins. You get 100 of them, a Wraitheart will appear, but you can't recover health. That is one thing in this game. You cannot recover health. I think that there might be a way, but that has to do with, see the bar in the top right? When you're attacking enemies, an orange bar will fill up, and once it gets to full, you'll be able to press R, and then you'll be able to move very fast, like double speed, and then you'll be able to shoot stuff at enemies, which is really freaking cool. So here's an example right here. This thing kind of looks like a Goomba. Like, it resembles Super Mario 64's Goomba. So, like, you know what Goombas look like in Super Mario 64. These things look like realistic Goombas. Now, I'm going to do the B thing where I hit B really fast for a big fast combo here. Ultra Combo! And you may have seen a bunch of numbers pop on the screen. They go up to the bar right there, and obviously we're probably about, like, 13% down with the... probably like 16% down with the bar. And it keeps going up. You're able to use your uppercut and all that glorious stuff. That is known right there as a jar, which is if you collect 6 of those, then a star will appear. And here is the wall shows an explanation here. This is a sundial. Jump on top. It will allow you to change the time of day. Whoa. That's like... whoa. Yes, there's a time thing in this game. I'm not sure if it changes on its own. I'm looking if it... is it changing? Yeah, it's barely changing, really slow. But if you want to make it nighttime, look at the background. Now I shift left. Look, here. This is basically the time, how it goes. Or maybe this is just the wrong. Let me go all the way over here. This is basically when it's becoming daytime, and it keeps going into noon, dusk, and then it turns nighttime, which is just the most awesome part, because you're able to change it to what time you like. Because like you like that, well, that's how it's gonna be like from now on. But we're gonna change it back to day, because that's how I want it for now on. Why is the camera spinning? I didn't even do that. Okay, let's change it back. Change it back to day. Let's spin around. Whee! Change it back to day, and there's some portal we can go in, but I don't want to do that right now. This is a tutorial thing. Speaking of tutorials, I think my informative commentary is sort of done. Wait, hold on. Wait, do I have anything like that? Yeah, there's actually a cool thing I want to show about this game. How, if you press Z, this is basically, if you go up and down, you can look at the worlds that we've been in, but we've only been in Timberdale so far. Pfft, go figure. And the first Shadow Wraith, you can notice that there's a riddle for where it is, which I find very unique, because other games, they just say, like, the name of what you're trying to collect, or a small hint to where it is. This is an entire riddle, and there's over 100 of these things, guys. That's insane. At least I think. There's over 50, at least. Over 100, I think? There's over 100, 108? Something around there. And they have to make a riddle, a 4-line riddle for every single one. And also, if you change text, then it'll put it in a language that we cannot decipher. I think there's some kind of language that you could, if you tried enough, then you can, like, make it out into actual English language. But then it turns to English, like, it's a different language that Vexx speaks. Anyways, here's the riddle for the one we're trying to get. High atop a village of metal, wood, and flame, a twisted tree to pillage, a secret to attain. But obviously we know where that is, because we're pros, and he sort of showed us where it is. Now we're gonna have to go to the top of the tree, which it basically told us, and we're gonna have to skip all these enemies, or we could kill them. But what do you guys want to do? Here, let's do this. Let's do this slow shockwave. Now the shockwave combo is mostly better for enemies that are kind of slow. Enemies that are fast, like this one, just don't really work too well, because they can attack you like immediately when you're trying to use it, because they actually have some good AI. So like if I do... wait. Nope, that killed him. Hold on. And if I try charging up Okay, so much for showing off the AI in this game. You know what? You can just go die in a hole or the lake. I was trying to pan down the camera, but whatever. Now we could wait for those things, but we can also climb all the way up here, and then we can parkour our way. Oh, okay. This was a great idea. This is a terrible idea. I take that completely back. Let's try going over. Okay, we're good. We're good. Don't want to start failing the first episode. I totally don't even know what I'm going to name these episodes. I am going to name episodes because I like naming them from now on, because it just seems too boring to me to just see the name of something and then episode and then the number. But that's just my opinion. I'm sorry if one of you, if you're watching this and you're a Let's Player and you put it like that. I shouldn't have said that. That was a little rude, but like, it's just my opinion. I think it's better to have names. So like, it makes your episodes more unique. So like, if you see episode 1 of, like, let's say Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, and then an episode 1 of another Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, basically the viewer that's trying to decide between your one and someone else's, what do they have to look at? The only things that they really have to look at is your name. That's basically what the name, the thumbnail, that's kind of it. But if you put a name there, then like, no, stop. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that guy's text. But if you put like a name there, then it actually gives it some uniqueness, you know? It just sounds better. Like, much better. So, with that, we are going to collect our... Oh man, the controller's like rumbling or vibrating, whatever. Anyways, we are gonna collect our first Wraitheart.
A long time ago, the Wraiths drained all of the energy from the Rift system. Couldn't resist feeding on its power. The hearts are still full of energy that can be used to power the gates. Go ahead and put the heart into the portal in front of you. Once you've put enough hearts into the portal, you'll be able to open the rift to new locations. Get to it, lad. Every moment that passes brings that devil one step closer to reopening the door to the Shadow World. Be careful. Shadow Wraiths are shape changers. Trust no one along your journey.
And that is the last cutscene that you guys will see for a while. And this is the end of the episode. I'm really sorry. I apologize if there wasn't that much gameplay to be looked at this episode, because there were, like, cutscenes took up like 60% of everything, and we could have gotten many more Wraithearts. But in the next episodes and the episodes to come, we're going to be having so much more fun and failing and railing and epic scaling, epic failing. We're going to be going on rails, and maybe not rails, or something like that. But I would just like to point something out, because I have been noticing this on, especially my Sonic Generations first episode. I will not be saying this at the end of every episode for obvious reasons, but if you post a comment on this Let's Play for this first episode, or just any comment, and you continue to watch it, then you should just keep posting comments for every episode, because despite what some people may believe, I actually really like looking at the comments that you guys put. I respond to them. They just make my day. And like, for the first episode of Sonic Generations, I had all these comments saying that, like, I can't wait to enjoy this series, and I was like really happy and stuff. And like, they're still going to continue it, but they never comment like on any more episodes, and that confused me. It's like, okay, they're still watching the series. I won't doubt that, probably, but like, it's just nice for me to like view comments every now and then to see a new series, like seeing like how I failed, or laughed at how I just, yeah, failed, or saw how cool like one of the moves was, or how the combo was, or just how the commentary was in general. I just really enjoy viewing your guys' comments. So if you're able to, and if you are going to continue watching this series, I hope, then you can just leave a comment below. Maybe a like. I won't be asking this like at all in the future LPs I do. Maybe just like once or twice at the beginning of the first episode. But if you're going to continue watching it, feel free to just leave comments for more episodes, because they really just make my day. And yeah, that's all I have to say. So, this has been ZoomZike, and I'll catch you guys later on my next episode. on the next episode, not my next episode, on the next episode of Vexx.